Someone bought my soul, but it wasn't for sale. They put me in a box, I think I'm hearing the nails. The bank owns my home, but my home is a jail. I used to look up and praise the skies. Now I look down and shove people's cries. There's only one way out, but I ain't that kind of guy. Used to be the little things that could improve my mood, and now when I open my mouth, something surely comes out rude. The news is all bad, I'm being poked from every side. Why should a grown man ever feel the need to hide?
Okay, so what we're going to talk about today is the skill of sighting. And already this semester we've talked about sighting portraits. I'm going to pay pictures right next to the paper you're going to draw on. We've talked about sighting human figures and just taking those angles from one place and putting them on another. Now we're going to talk about how sighting really helps in point perspective. If I hold up my ruler to the angle I want to draw, or a pencil or anything else, and I drop it directly to my paper, that is the line I need to draw to make that corner. If I do the other side, there's the other corner. Did you see that? Probably not. But essentially I grabbed that line, I moved it down to my paper, boom, there was that line. The corner itself, straight up and down. I never realized how incredibly hard it was going to be to hold a camera in your hand and sight an angle at the same time. Oh, sweet Jesus. This is awkward. It's almost like I need a camera company. Okay, so one of the most important things when you are doing a sighting assignment is you need an angle. You need to be looking at an angle. In this case, I'm looking at the angle of the house. I'm dropping it here. I'm looking at the angle where the house meets the ground. I'm dropping it here. I'm doing that side. I'm doing the other side. I close my eye a lot. That helps flatten things out. All right. Top of this door is here. Obviously the up and down lines are not that big of an issue because they're up and down. I'm kind of sketching it now. There's a grill very close to the door. Alright. Alright. So this becomes the beginning of my image. Alright. I know the angles of the ladder are correct. It's a little sloppy. That doesn't mean I can't go back and put a ruler over it later. I can. Some of this you draw with your mind. Some of this you draw with your eyes. I guess when you do it for a long enough period of time, your brain starts telling your eyes what they're seeing, and vice versa. Alright, we can lighten up the inside of these. Alright. And then the angles for the crossbars. Do like that, and eventually when I get up to the top, my angles are pointing downward. Alright? Because where I'm at with my eyes right now, it is level to almost a foot above the bottom of the door. So the foot above the bottom of the door is going to be a straight line. So the bottom of those squares within the door are going to be like that. Now the top of those squares are a little bit like that. Alright. So, as bad as that looks right now, all those angles are relatively correct. All I gotta do is go back, clean it up some, use a ruler, and I'm gonna take it inside and do that because I have no idea if you can see any of this while I'm drawing. So I'm gonna have to check the video. All right. So hopefully. So what happened after that was I worked on it for a little while longer, and then I had to walk a dog. We had to go out and get some groceries. I mean, I pretty much lost the rest of the day. Luckily, I took a picture of it right before we left, and then I had to figure out how to get my camera to download on my computer so I could print a picture. But anyway, eventually what happened is we get to this secondary one. Now, is this finished? No, I got to start throwing some more values in here and make this look better. But it's a start in the right direction. This skill is really, really important because you find yourself, having done the city last year or maybe the 1 point the year before that those things work great if you're in the middle of something. But they don't do a darn bit of good if you are trying to draw a background that isn't perfectly in the middle or at a very particular spot. So that's why we're learning this skill, is so that you do not have to rely on point perspective. Is it there? Sure. There could be vanishing points on the edge of my page. I could draw this same thing. But I've also centered my corner line. So that's why it works. If I was 2 feet to the left or 2 feet to the right, if I was 2 feet to the left, I'd be in a fire pit. But if I was 2 feet to the right, it would be a completely different image and much more harder to do as a point perspective. All right, so point perspective has its place, but sighting angles like this is far more useful. Not just for buildings or inside of rooms or any of the geometric stuff, but figuring out angles that people are posing in or angles on the face. It is really the most undertaught and most needed of all the drawing skills. All right, so at some point very soon you're going to pick, well, you probably do both. I'll probably have you do an outside corner of your house looking at it or toward it, and I'm going to have you do an inside corner of your house. And that's going to be the assignment to give you the practice to do this. All right? That's it for today. Stay out of trouble. Just can't stay out of trouble. Don't get caught. And hopefully you get this on the weekend and you're having a good weekend. All right, guys. See you later. Bye.